Okay, we have a question here, and we have to solve for k in this equation. 1 over 8 raised to power k plus 2 equals to 1. And we have some options here. So I want you to pause the video, try to solve it. So later on we can compare our answers. Please go ahead and pause the video, try it. So I want to believe that you've been able to solve it and you have your answer ready. So let's do it together. Okay, so this is indices, and we're going to apply the law of indices. The first thing we're going to do first will be for us to have the base, the left hand side equaling to the same, having the same base with that of the right hand side. And for us to have that, and this 1 over 8, you know, the law of indices. Okay, so let's have this one first. Let's have 1 over 8. Let's have 1 over 8, and the power here is everything here. Can have it in brackets, so we don't mix it up. It's k plus 2. All right, that's all the power there. All right, so and now for the right hand side, we know very well that any number raised to power 0 is 1. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. So we just invoke it here by saying 8 raised to power 0. That is the same thing as this one we are having here. So now we have 8 to the left, and also we have 8 to the right. Now we want to take away this fraction. This one over, and take away that fraction. Simply what we're going to do will be, we're going to have it as 8 raised to power minus 1, right? It's going to be 8 raised to power minus 1, and 8 raised to power minus 1 is the same thing as having 8 raised to power 8 is the same thing as having 1 over 8 rather. All right, so we've been able to deal with this fraction. This fraction is gone, and let's still maintain this power here. That power comes in here and it remains as k plus 2. Good. Comes in here and remains as k plus 2. We are done with that power, and it's just for us to equate the left hand side. Equating the left hand side, so that will be equal to 8 raised to power 0. 8 raised to power 0. Okay, so we now go ahead to multiply everything here. Now let's have the 8 here first. Okay, now 1 minus 1 times k is going to give us minus k. It's going to give us minus k, and minus 1 times plus 2 is going to give us minus 2. Okay, so that is the new power now we have there. All right, and we equate it with the right hand side, and that will be equal to 8 raised to power 0. 8 raised to power 0. All right, so now we can now compare all the powers, everything that we have in the power, and then ignore first. You can just ignore first the basis. So we solve with the power now. So let's work with the power. So minus k minus 2 is equal to what? Is equal to 0. Okay, so we can keep it as minus k, collecting like terms. Minus k is equal to 0, and when this crosses over, is gonna become what? It's gonna become plus 2. So we just have it here as plus 2. That's plus 2. So now we are looking for k. So this plus, right? This is plus here. So we are looking for k. So we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient of minus k. That is minus 1. The coefficient of minus k is minus 1. Of course, 0 plus 2 is the same thing. Okay, let's take it out first. Let's have it well spelled out. Minus k. Let's have it well spelled out. Minus k is equal to 2. We are not looking for minus k. The question we are asked to solve for k. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of minus k. that will give us minus 1. The coefficient of minus k is minus 1, so we divide both sides by that coefficient, and dividing it, this cancel and then cancel, so k, this 2 over minus 1 will be minus 2, so k, let's have it here, so k will now be equal to minus 2, because 2 divided by minus 1 is minus 2. So let's come to our option. The correct option there is C, that is minus 2. C. So if you had C, you are very, very correct. What did we do? A recap. What we just did was for us to ensure to have everything in the same base. Minus 1 here that we have, we now equate it to be 8 raised to power 0. 8 raised to power 0 is the same thing as 1. And then this fraction that we had here, 1 over 8, we now invoke minus 1 to, when we now say 8 raised to power minus 1 is the same thing as saying 1 over 8. And this minus 1 multiplied the previous power that we had from our equation, k plus 2. We had it here. This minus 1 multiplied k plus 2. And multiplying k, minus 1 multiplying k plus 2, we have it as minus k minus 2. And of course, 8 raised to power 0 remain. Now we ignored this and work with the power. We equated the left hand side power to the right hand side power. So minus k minus 2 equals to 0. Now we collected like term by saying minus k equals to 0. This other plus minus 2 will cross over here and it became plus 2. Now we had our k minus k as equal to 2, but we were not looking for minus k. Rather, it was k we were looking for. Now we divide both sides by the coefficient of minus k, that is minus 1. So minus 1 divided by cancel minus 1, and then we have our k standing alone. But this time around, 2 divided by minus 1, 2 all over minus 1 gave us minus 2. 2 over minus 1 gave us minus 2. Option C was the correct option. All right, so that was it. I'll see you in the next class. Catch ya. Bye bye.